Yo, what's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Having some tech issues out here today, getting that watch list sent out. I don't know, man. Some days technology just really doesn't want to work right, and it's always a pain in the butt when it acts up. Either way, we're gonna get started here. What I'm gonna do is, what is happening, bro? Now my Rhythmic Trader just shut down on me. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Gotta restart my future stuff. I don't know what's going on. Jonal's having issues getting the watch list sent out on his side, software-wise. I'm having platform issues, which rare. Happens a few times a year, but it's rare, you know? You probably count with one hand. Got that back up. Let me get these charts back up. All right, there we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Once again, let's try this. Hope you all had a great weekend. What's going on, Dan? Good morning, good morning. The watch list, I got it sent over to Jonal. He's having issues with software. I'm having issues with software. So we're going to have to old school this thing. Hold on, what's happening now? We have a backup system in place for this. Thanks. We have a backup system. We have a backup system we use for the emails. That one's giving issues too. That's what I just getting a text from him now. Got my coffee. It's way too hot right now. Oof. All right. So we're gonna have to old school this, guys. Doesn't seem like the watch is gonna get sent out on time today, which pretty much sucks. But we're having some major software issues here across the board, guys. I had problems with my Rhythmic this morning. Joel's having a problem with the email stuff. It's technologically technologically challenged Monday. I had to close my eyes so I can fully concentrate to say that word. I don't know why. But let's get to work here. So SPY watching 405. Let's see where we're at. If we open up over 405, I'm going to watch for 405 to act as an area of support. I'd imagine we probably get down here to these 404s. Friday's close. SPY's just been on an absolute tear. This thing's disgusting. But we're up over major key levels of possible resistance, right? Here is that 405 zone. Previous support from back here, right? Previous support from there. Previous resistance here. So we're up over that level now. I'd watch for 404 to 405 to hold support and maybe make another move, maybe a third day continuation to the upside here. Two massive days to the upside on the SPY here with really good volume. All right, we have a lot of catalysts this week and this month, right? We have Jerome testifying before Congress. We have obviously job numbers coming out. We have CPI coming out, I think next week. And we have FOMC meetings this month, I believe in 20-somethings, like March 20-something. I don't know the date exactly. I know it's not today, so we'll look it up at a later time. So there's a lot of catalysts going on this month. We could trek our way higher before possibly turning back around, depending on a lot of different scenarios with inflation and the FOMC meeting. All right. So today, watching the SPY long, honestly. But if we get back underneath 404, 405, if we get back underneath those areas, then I'd probably watch for some drops. Next, we have Tesla. If the market's pretty strong and Tesla holds on to this 198, 199, 200 zone, we could watch and see for a move towards 205. Okay. Then we have a couple smallies to watch. Wow. I have a couple smallies to watch here. Wow, this thing just kept going. Well, I had 90-cent area on watch. That's no longer the case. We did hold it during pre-market. That level comes from right here on the daily chart. Previous resistance, previous support. But that's no longer the case now. I'd watch for 125s possibly to hold support to 115 area. 115 to 125s, I'd watch that level for support. On UNCY for a move higher, we could go as high as, we got 150, 60, 175 could be a good target on this one if we can hold above 125. And then we have BBIO. BBIO, we're back underneath that gap entry point. So BBIO, I was watching for this gap entry point here, about 18s. We're just underneath that level now. If that level holds resistance, you can watch for a fade, and it's got room to fall, guys. This thing's got room to fall all the way down here to 13. If we do get up and over this gap entry zone, then I'd watch for long setups here above that 18 zone. But as long as we're underneath that, it's in the middle of no man's land, okay? In the middle of no man's land. The Beast, good morning. Dan, Adriana, good morning, guys. Let's have a killer day. I got to connect my future stuff back up here. And hopefully we don't have any more issues with the Rhythmic signing off. Let's jump on over to the futures chart real quick here. On futures, what a move, man. On futures, simply watching these 40-40 zone for support on pullbacks. Top support. Probably this 40-50 zone is what I'll be watching. I would much rather see a deeper pullback into these 40-40s for maybe a stronger bounce play. We'll see what it wants to give. Maybe a little bit of a spectator this morning. This market's doing all sorts of stuff. Really quiet open. Really quiet open. Guys, they extended the 80% off on Lilu. There it is in chat. So if you're interested in those evaluation accounts, 80% off for life, pretty damn good. That's still going on. What was I gonna do? I'm gonna do a big video in the next week or two on Lilu, and I'm gonna post that one up as well. Okay, so the ES right back up over 40.59 zone. The SPY really holding on to 405. SPY really holding on to 405. We're extending now. Things vicious right off the bell. Oh man, Jonal's having major issues with the email softwares, guys. Trying to get those watch lists sent out to you. If only I could show you this stuff. Wow, that's insane. Wow, meanwhile, the ES straight up towards 4064. The freaking SPY rocketing right off the bell, guys. No pullback. I thought we'd get a little pullback here, you know? Maybe go test Friday's close on the SPY. Nothing. This thing's just straight up rocket ship stuff. Rocket ship emojis. Saw that, man? It's crazy. Now we're right back all the way back down. Just some crazy action this morning right off the gates. I mean, we have room. We have room. I'm really surprised I'm not seeing any profit taking happening here. Cup is so hot and I feel cold. Bro, I was never an allergic person to anything, and I'm rarely allergic to anything, but I don't know if it's as you get older or what the hell is going on, but there's so much pollen out here right now. So much. You can't go outside without seeing mango trees as far as the eye can see, covered in flowers. Like the air literally smells like honey. We went to the zoo on Friday. I don't know if you guys remember. I left the stream and took the family to the zoo. Went to the zoo on Friday, and the air smelled like honey. It was crazy. I freaking love it, but at the same time, not feeling all that great. I guess I've developed an allergy to the pollen now. Yesterday, I thought I was catching a cold, but I'm not, and it's definitely that. So I feel I had little chills too, so that's why I was holding on to this coffee cup so much. It's not hot anymore. It's depressing now. All right, watching this SPY to see if it's going to pull back, maybe stick VWAP, maybe give us some sort of U-shape. The ES pierced into 4065. We're right back down into 4062, so it's just consolidating sideways right now. I really want to see what this market wants to do. I mean, the stronger bullish move is a hold of 4050. A little bit of a bear trap could be us getting right back down to the lows. Maybe seeing a little bit of a sell-off as some profit taking starts to take place. And then we got a bigger U-shape later. All right, let's kick it into high gear. Subscriber only mode for chatting. Man, sorry to say it, guys, but it looks like that watch list isn't going to get sent out today. It's completely out of our hands. The software systems are just giving us major issues across the board. All right, so the SPY holding on to VWAP and the ES holding on to 4060. If we break under 4059 on the ES, that's when I think we get down into the low 4050. So a long in front of that level could be had with a pretty tight stop. The risk to reward isn't terrible. Your upside here, we got room to like 4075, so not terrible. Got a little bit of a cup and handle pattern forming here on that 3-minute chart as well. What chart you guys seen? Yeah, you see it here. A little bit of a cup and handle. I might trade that cup and handle. Looking for that bigger move. I think we could pull out 10, 20 points out of that. We do have room into 4075 at least. Yeah, Dan. It's crazy, man. So SPY trying to hold that VWAP, the ES trying desperately to hold that 4060, 4059 area. It's looking like it's gearing up for it. All right, let's see if this wants to work out. If we can get a move that could take us into those 4070s. Getting through the highs there. Could be a false breakout. We did break out of that cup and handle. I want to stay above that level now. Oh, the watch list got sent out, guys. Looks like things are going to finally start working in our favor this morning. Watch list just got sent out. Finally, Journal finally was able to get it working. He didn't give up, man. The guy spent probably 45 minutes trying to get that to work. Nice job, Journal. Good job. Let's go, team. So far, so good on this ES trade. It's holding up pretty well. Gonna be patient with it. We'll see if we get that first take profit. Yeah, well, guess the watches got sent out, but we got slapped up. We're gonna get slapped up on this. Hold the stop under 60 there. On it, and then I'll wait and see if we reset at the lows. Yeah, that's looking like it's not going to want to work. That's a nasty candle. It's looking like it's not going to want to work for now. We'll see if it wants to reset, if it wants to hold down there in the 40-50s. I'm not one to average down into something like this, so I'd rather wait for it to give me another setup. Yo, Mario, morning. Yeah, man, it was nice. It was a nice cup and handle. Good volume profile on it as well. Just didn't want to work. It worked if you wanted to just scalp, 3 points or something like that, but that's not what I was after. All right, guys, so that cup and handle not working out. We fell right back into that handle consolidation zone. So, I was trading it for the breakout. The breakout didn't come. It was a false breakout. The volume profile wasn't bad. It was good. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. It was a good volume profile. It just didn't want to work. So we're trying to hold those mid 450s again. I'd rather see us go lower, honestly, and trap some shorts. That's what I'd rather see. All right, perfect. So that watch list got sent out, guys. You should have it in your inbox now. If you don't get the watch list every single day, because you're not signed up for it, here you go. You can sign up for the watch list right here. All right, guys, let's go take a quick look at Tesla. Tesla not being able to hold above that 199 zone, coming on back down some. That resistance zone on the daily holding it down some. Tesla did drop prices again on some of their vehicles. PR came out today. Oh, look at this. The scanners here just went away. I'm telling you, there's some funky stuff going on today with tech. Now my scanners disappeared. UNCY. You ain't got no alibi. Classic late 90s, early 2000 movies. So UNCY with a quick push here into that 160 zone. Remember that line we drew here in front of 125? That's the area we've held as support so far here this morning. See what happens coming out of that halt. The Q's trying to come back off of a possible double bottom setup. The SPY back up over VWAP here, looking like it wants to make a move now back towards the highs. It did a good job of holding those 458 zones. BBIO was the other one we were watching. That one not doing much. Made a new high, now folding it back down some. Seems like a lot of that new high and then coming on back down across the board here this morning. AMD did something similar. Looks very choppy out there right now. Very, very choppy. Very weird action. Wow. So the 90 MA caught the SPY there. I would hate to see us just tear through the high a day now. I'd want to see maybe a little bit of consolidation and retest of the VWAP. If we can retest and hold that 405.25 zone on the SPY, I might be interested in getting long again. Maybe a little retest of the 40.60 again. I can't believe we're still in this choppy stuff, you know, action, man, early on. Guys, in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, throw them up in chat or any charts you want me to look up. See, here's the perfect moment for another little pullback into this zone right here. And if we can hold that, you could get a nice little 90 EMA VWAP cross to the upside, possibly. We'll see if it wants to come. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, back in action. UNCY, can you check it? UNCY, real quickly, because yeah, it's not doing anything. If it holds a 9 EMA, maybe, you guys, we can see a short trap here, maybe, if it can hold the 9 EMA. But otherwise, you might just see this thing continue to drift lower. SPY pulled all the way back in to that VWAP zone. It's trying to hold it now. It's one of those things now where it's pretty much anyone's guess what it wants to do. So we'll see, because it kind of got stuck up there. You see how it got stuck up there? Let's see if it wants to hold it. That's again that 405 zone being tested. I think it's like one of those zones where if we hold it, you could see a run up 30 minutes from now. But if it can't hold it, then it just gets choppy. Because maybe it could just chop around up above 405 zone, right? So definitely a level to keep on watch. I'm gonna give it a shot with a stop underneath 40.59. Smaller size, like much smaller size. Oh, it didn't switch over. There we go. What I might do, right? I might hold on to this as a starter, and I'll have two different add zones. If we pull back in here and we hold this level, I might add again. And if we start to break out, I'll add. Looking for that move finally into those high 40-70 zones. So let's see. Those are the two areas I'll be looking to add. We'll see if we get them or not. So just in a starter position. Lots of selling taking place at 40.65 area, 40.65 and a quarter, 40.65 and a half. I think it breaks. The support has stepped up towards 40.65 right now. Lots of bids on there. We're just going to get orders out just in case we start to go. We do have a nice little higher low formation here. We did get a 9 EMA VWAP cross to the upside on the SPY as well. Check it out. But now we want to see, you know, something like that happen with a big increase in volume. You know what I mean? You want to see something like that happen. Switch back on over here, see what we got going on. All right, we're just trying to get a little move here. Let's see if it can go. Nice, there you go. The beast, big iceberg at 65. Yeah, it's still there. It's still there. But you know, I'm using my theory that it's not afraid of it. It's not afraid of it. It's still in its face. It's chipping away at it. If it was afraid of it, we'd be back at 40.56. So obviously that's not always the case. It's not always correct. Sometimes we're wrong. That's why we manage the risk and, you know, take the stop losses. Okay. We're starting to get that move here. Let's see if it can go. Looks like we're creeping to that first take profit zone. Congrats, Dan, on hitting that first target. My first target's coming up. Looks like we should get it. Lots of selling at 69. $69.50. 69.25. A lot of selling there. There we go. Come on, there we go. Okay. There we go, guys. Things are starting to shape up. Let's see if we can get that extension move. You entered at 60. Nice. Great entry, dude. Solid entry. I was a little late to the party there in a sense. I was still within my entry levels, but I didn't quite get the entry I would have wanted. Had to step away from the desk, got back here, and I was like, whoop, there it is. Let's jump. Wall Street Shark says, boom. Boom is right, my man. Boom is right. So worked perfectly on the SPY. Working so far so good on the ES. Now let's see if we can get that further push here. No, what the hell happened? We were right there. We were a point away, I think. We were right there. That 75 zone is going to be a tough level. That is going to be a tough level on the ES. I don't think it's going to be that tough, but it is going to be a level. It is going to be a level. So I'm sitting at 73.75 now. $65. Oh, you were long in. Oh, gotcha. Nice, Dan. The Beast. Yeah, that pullback was a little bit of pain. It was really quick. Yeah. Yeah, it sure was. Well, the high of this one is 73.75. I'm sitting now at 73.75. Nice, Dan. So we're having a little bit of trouble up there. I don't think that it's enough trouble to be concerned with, but this is why you manage risk, right? This is why we scale out. Would like to get that one more take up here. Because that's a good one, right? That's a nice little pay. And then we have plenty of room for bonus money. If we can push strong through these highs and get into those high 70s. There's a lot of selling that's taking place here, but once again, we're not shying away. I am concerned with how it's slowing a little bit, but it's not a big deal. $72s and a quarters has a lot of contracts there. 72 and a quarter. But again, we're not shying away from it. We're not pulling back hard away from it. We're tapping it, and then we're coming right back down a little bit, and then bang, right back in its face. Like, yo, I ain't afraid of you. See, we're at 72 and a half, 72 and 3/4 now, 73. See, we're not afraid of it. It's getting right back in its face like, yo, I ain't afraid of you, cuh. Let's go. What do you want to do? Want to go outside? It's not afraid. And that's a good sign. Now, we do need this volume to start to increase. We need this volume to start to increase a little bit. That is a little concerning. So I'm actually going to throw out an order here. See if I can catch a fill, because the last thing I want to do is kind of get double tapped. Okay, so we got that fill. We got that fill. Now we're at break even on the day, just above it. So now it's really about getting paid, right? Now it's about making money. Will we make money? Because now I can hold my stop comfortably at break even, and I'm at break even on the day. So now it's all about whether we're going to be break even on the day or whether we're going to make money on the day, right? That's what it's all about right now. Little struggles up here. But we do have higher lows being put in place. The only concerning thing is this volume. It's so light. Would like to see this volume start to increase to the upside on a quick push towards 76. So these two contracts are from my final ads. There you go. I like it, Dan. Let our winners run. Exactly. So this next take should be something in the neighborhood of 13 points. If we can get it. I'm really looking for the market to just get vicious here and push, you know? This last take, I will be greedy with it. I might move it up even higher. This last take. Because that 82, 83 zone is going to be a resistance zone, but I think it's rather minor. And if it is, we could see easily 90s or 4100 area. We could see 4090s, 4100. All right, so we're up 10 points and a quarter here. We're getting the volume increasing. You saw that volume increase right here. Boom, little volume increase. We want to see the next volume. We want to see a push get this fill, and then I want to see this volume bar be bigger. I want to see continuously increasing volume throughout this push, because that'll give me a little bit more confidence on whether or not I can be greedy or not with this last take. Remember, this is a bonus money right now. If this gets filled, it's bonus. If this gets filled, it's even a bigger bonus. So I can give myself the luxury of being more greedy with the last take. Right? We got the first take to protect. We got the second take to put us back at break even on the day. Now this take here is giving a little bit of trouble. I'm going to drop it a tad to 78 because the 78 zone is a resistance zone. Oh, no, don't do me like that. 78 zone is a little bit of a resistance zone on the daily chart. So this one right here is going to be, if we can get it, it's going to be bonus. This right here is just ridiculous money at that point, right? Like that's just ridiculous bonus. So I'm sitting at 77.50. I dropped it by half from 78 to 77.50. I want to see if I can catch that fill there. Good volume. I like this volume. This is exactly the type of volume I want to see, but I want to see one more quick push. Bro, this candle actually hit 78.25, and where the hell was I sitting? Oh, I was sitting at 78.5, right? So I dropped it a whole point. Yeah, I think I was sitting at 78.5. We got to 78.25. Stupid. Amazing volume, but I want to see us get back up there. Nice, 77, 75, nice job. All right, it's looking like it's gonna act a fool up here. So I might just take it, there it is. I booked one more piece and now that's it. Now this next piece, now I'm up decent on the day, nice little profit. Now I'm just gonna hold on to this one and I'm gonna use this 9 AMA here. This 9 AMA here, I'm gonna use it as a trailing stop. A mental trailing stop. Let me rephrase that a little. I'm going to use it as a mental trailing stop. If we get underneath this 9 AMA, I'm going to stop out of this last piece. Hey, good job, guys. Went from red to green. on the day. Happy. Good stuff. And I traded the same exact size, right? So this goes back to what we were talking about not too long ago. I think it was Friday or Thursday. We were talking about how you need to be able to manage your risk and put yourself in risk reward scenarios that make sense, and that one red trade can be completely erased and left with plenty of profit, with the next trade being green working in your favor. Now, this trade doesn't have to work completely in my favor for this to already be a nice green day. It doesn't have to be. Like, it doesn't have to work completely in my favor. What I mean by completely in my favor is getting my last take profit. My last take profit doesn't even need to come in order for today to be green. Today's already green. I could give myself the luxury of stopping out of this last contract at a loss and still be green on the day. That's the proper risk reward that you want to see out of your trading. So my new stop on this is somewhere down here in the 68 zone underneath this 9 EMA. So what I'm hoping is we get down here, we stick the 9 EMA, and then we turn around and we make a move to the upside. Now, I'll tell you what, I might consider adding back. If we test 9 EMA and we hold, I might consider adding back to this position with a tight stop just there around that 9 EMA, meaning I want to see us come in here, stick the 9 EMA, and quickly jump off that level. You know, I might consider that as a possible add back, not adding back full size, not even, well, yeah, if I add back, it would be 50% of my original size. Now, I will hold the stop there that would be kind of break-even-ish. My entry's so good that my average would be fine. And even if I take an L there, it'll be like basically a break. It's like a free trade almost. So I'm going to mute myself and drink my protein. Be right back. Oh, I finished drinking my protein and I completely forgot to unmute myself. All right, guys, just sitting in this trade. Yo, Bill, nice work, man. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Good job. Really, really good job. Super proud, man. Love it. That's what I love to hear. A lot of times people think you just got to be out here trying to scalp 3 points, 2 points. That's not necessarily the case, you know? It's not. Especially for newer traders, man. It gets nerve-wracking. Put yourself in good situations for good setups and just trade the plan. Nice work, man. Congrats. Oh, you want to buy the course, but you're waiting for the futures one to be finished. You don't have to. You don't have to do that because what we're gonna do is anyone that has previously been, bought the regular day trading course. Well, it's not even a day trading course because you got swing trading, you have options, you have everything, and it's really a curriculum. So anybody that's gone through the curriculum already before, then what we're going to do is we're going to offer them the futures course at a discounted price. Yeah, so we're still figuring how we're going to do all that, but yeah, don't even worry about that. So if you want to jump on and get a leg up on everything and start going through the courses and going through the full curriculum now, that'll be perfect, right? Because then I don't know if you'll be done with it by the time the futures one is already out to market. But at a minimum, you'd probably be 50% to 75% done with the curriculum. So then the futures one will be basically icing on the cake for you. So yeah. Nice, Mike. Heck yeah, man. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, here, let me get you the Okay, so this is for you and anybody else that's on the stream. If you're interested in the full curriculum, okay? Then click here, go look it up, whatever you want to do. You can either buy it outright and then hit me up and I'll get Jonal to give you some sort of refund, partial refund as a discount, or just send me an email. Just send me an email here. Well, actually send it to Jonal, info@thedaytraderchatroom.com for a discount. So send me an email. Let me know. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jonah. Jesse said in the live stream that we can get a discount for the day trader, the DTC course, the DTC full curriculum. And then what we'll do is we'll generate a coupon code and we'll email it back to you. And you can go ahead and check out with that and save a few bucks. Okay. Make sure you take advantage of that. Guys, still sitting in this trade. We're getting ourselves a nice little bull flag formation here. So we'll see if we break out. If we break out, I'm not going to add because I don't like how the volume is drying up. At this point, I'm sitting in this one contract and that'll probably be the last one I trade. So we've been in this trade now for a little while. I don't even know how long. Let me see. What candle did I get long in? I think it was in this little one. Yeah, it was in this little one or in this one. One of these two I got long in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've been long for 30 minutes now. We're starting to break out of the flag again. We're going to need a lot of volume to get through that high and have the ability to thoroughly push through these levels. My new stop is now under 72 because the 90 MA has crept up there. So I love this, right? Because this is a trailing mental stop. So as long as this 9 AMA creeps up there, continues to creep up there, then the more profit I'm going to get to stop out with. Yeah, Bill. So the idea comes from the fact that the 9 AMA is a momentum-based indicator, and we have clear momentum to the upside now. So I expect that 9 AMA to start to act as a level of support, right? We already saw it hold here on this candle. We saw a little shallow pullback here. So I expect this level to hold. If it doesn't hold, then, you know, maybe we just have a deeper pullback all the way back down here to 40.65, which I'd expected to possibly hold some support for some bounces. I don't know if they're bounces that take us back to the highs, but definitely some scalpable bounces. But regardless, my stop will remain underneath this 9 AMA. So it's a trailing stop. It's like a trend line, you know, like you draw a trend line on a play, and if you break underneath the trend line, you stop out of it. Same thing, only in this case, we're using the 9 AMA. Guys, I have a question for you. How do you feel? How do you feel about back here there being a really nice and fancy safe? Would that deter the background from, like, would you feel like, ugh, that background looks stupid now? I'm talking about a really nice safe. It's not something, it's big, right? And it's going to be really nice. Like, it's fancy. In other words, it's not a basic safe. I don't have anywhere else to put it. I mean, I do, but no, I can't. Oh, Bill, I looked over to the side and I saw your comment and it said, love the idea of the trading 90 MA stop, but I only saw the love the idea part because I had another window over the chat. And I was like, well, damn, Bill. All right, then. Bill likes the idea. If the ES reacts to your safe, I'm good with it. For all your profits, yes. The safe sounds cool, okay? Safe sounds cool. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome. I was like, man, people might not like it in the background because I kind of need to do it. You know what I mean? And maybe in a different setting or a different channel or social media thing, I can show you what or some of the stuff, but can't do it on here because YouTube. All right, so we're pulling back here. We're testing this 90 MA vicinity now. I'm not going to add here. This is not where I would add because we're just trading sideways. Earlier, we would have had a deeper pullback into the 90 MA, and that would have been my style of adding. I don't like to add on sideways consolidation like this after such a big move to the upside because, you know, everything can get tired and then just crap the bed. You know what? I'm going to show, if we get a minute, yeah, we'll have a minute. We'll have a minute. I'll show you guys the safe. I'll show you what it looks like. Come on, ES, man. Freaking explode already so we can make some money and move on with our lives. Yeah, we need some rocket ships up in here. Where are the apes? Can the apes send the ES up? There's Reddit when you need it. Long trade. It was like when we were doing the webinar with trade ideas. I was saying that I'm more of a traditional day trader in that, most of my trades typically, they're like 15 minutes or less for the most part. But every once in a while, we get one of these trades that could last an hour long. And this is one of them. Right now, we're probably well on our way towards that 45-minute mark, if I'm not mistaken. We got long somewhere in here, I want to say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 13 3-minute candles. So we've been long for almost 40 minutes now. And it's looking like it's getting tired. If we can break up and over this, we could see a little squeezy, but I'm telling you, I'm not a believer. Like, I would not be getting long here. This is oh guys, this is a great tip for you. Wait a second. This is a great tip for you, okay? Why? Ask yourself this question. If you're not in the play right now, you're not in this play, but you feel FOMO, right? You're like, oh my God. Ask yourself the question. If you would have been long this play, would you be selling or adding right now? And that'll give you your answer on what you should do. I'm not an adder here. That's why you see that I'm still in just that final piece. I'm not somebody I would look to add here. Therefore, I'm a seller. I've already sold in this vicinity. I've already sold in this level. So I'm not looking to add, and I'm not looking to sell here. I'm looking to hold because I've already sold here. My best sell was 74 and a quarter. We're at 75 and a quarter right now. I mean, Jane, I hope so. I'm long still a piece, but just because it's a flag doesn't mean it has to continue up. There's a probability that it will, and I really hope it does go, because I would love to get this extra bonus. Been long for about 40 minutes now, and this is the last piece. I've already taken profits along the way, so it'd be nice to get this last piece off at profit, because that'll be major bonus. Jay, my targets were solely based off of daily levels that I was eyeing over on the daily chart to one of the sides here on the monitor. So I was trying to take off in those levels. In front of those levels. Like right now, 82 to 83 zone is a daily level. But since I'm in such a comfortable area, like I've taken so much profit already that I'm toying with the idea, depending on the volume, I need to see this volume start to increase. I want to start seeing volume like this happen on a push. That'll give me the inclination to think that possibly we got to move towards 4,100, and then I'll probably get a little greedier and try to take this off at 40.90, 40.89, 40.93, something like that, right? Because 4,100 is really what's next on deck, and if we can get through 82s. That 80, 82 area is a little bit of a resistance zone on the daily chart. That's why we're seeing it struggle here. But you see how this volume is still depleting? I don't want this. This is garbage. We need to start pushing these highs, but we need to start increasing volume like we did here. Remember right here? We were like, we want to see volume increase. We got that volume increase. We got that push higher. But now look at this. Look at the difference between this volume and this volume. So tiny, which is fine because we're consolidating. But if we're going to break out, we need to start increasing this volume again. My pleasure. My pleasure, brother. We're all here. We're all here. We're always learning. No one knows everything. I don't know everything. There's a lot I don't know. But we'll discover it together as we go. All right, pushing the highs there, but this volume is crappy. We need to start increasing that volume. Don't like it. Volume really needs to start moving. I would like to see this 9 AMA start to creep its way up here to 76, because I'm going to keep using that 9 AMA as a trailing stop. We're starting to see a little increase in volume, but nothing dramatic just yet. I'm going to move my order up just because I don't want it to get filled on some random pop. I want to be able to adjust it as I see fit. Because if I start to see this volume start to get up here, that's going to give me more confidence in a move towards 90. Nice. Good eye, Wall Street Shark. (10:44 a.m.) We're still long. Bill, what's up? Your patience is unmatched on YouTube. Most of the traders I watch trade live on YouTube are so nervous they rarely stick to a plan. Oh man, yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's a lot that goes with that. You know, trading in front of an audience isn't easy by any means. You really have to have the mindset of I don't give a crap what you think of me when I'm wrong. You really do, honestly, right? And then there's other things that go along with that, like the simple fact of people being oversized, right? The people not even having a plan. I mean, there's been times where I haven't stuck to the plan while I'm trading here, and it could lend to the fact that I might have been red on the day or came off of a red streak, or any number of reasons. But for the most part, you know, I mean, you've been watching long enough here. This is exactly how I trade, right? Whether I'm right or wrong, I try to let those plans work themselves out. I might have taken a little bit off here too much in front of 75 earlier. I think I got 2 contracts off. Let me see what I did here. I don't remember anymore. Yes. I sold one at 70, which was planned. Then I sold one at 71.50. That really wasn't. Then I sold 74.25. And that one was the vicinity I was really trying to... So I should have 2 contracts left versus 1. But, you know, I was like, let me take one more piece off here just in case we turn around. We're freaking up 14.5 points on this take, guys. Now, my stop is still at 9 AMA zone, and I like it even much more so because now if we break down into that zone, that's breaking back inside the flag. And you know that's a stop loss zone. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, remember, guys, we said 82s. See, this is where I start to get a little bit iffy, right? Because I'm trying to be greedy with this last take, but I know these 80s. I know these 80s are a tough level, or can be. So I'm a little hesitant here. But my stop under 76.25 area is fine as well. I know this 80 to 82 zone is tough off of the daily chart. Oh my God, man. I was messing around with the crosshairs on my daily chart, looking at levels, and I looked to the side and I clicked the mouse. Oh, bro. Everything inside of me just froze like a deer. I thought I had stopped out of the position. I was like, no, bro, no. Oh, looks like I'm gonna get stopped out anyways. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it loose here. All right, cutting it loose there as we're starting to come back down into this level. That 82 zone might hold. I'll take it. I'll take it. Maybe I'm stopping out a tad early. It's okay. I mean, that was a banger, guys. What did we pull? Like 11 points, 12 points off that last take profit? Friggin' A, man. That's amazing. I'll take it all day. So, oh man, that's pretty nice. Not bad. Guys, so we went from being down on the day, nearly $900, to being up on the day, $1,000. Let's go. Boom, boom is right. Whoa, my kid's out there having a blast with the dog. All sorts of noises. Let me mute real quick. All right, they went outside. All right, guys, so I don't know, man. I don't know if I stopped out early in a sense, but this is a daily level. You know what? Let me turn this into a daily chart real quick here. Hold on. All right, so let's turn this into a daily chart, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Whoa, so many lines. Let's get rid of all these daily lines. What is happening? Okay, so here is that 82 zone we were talking about. See how we got up in that level? It comes from right here. See that wick? That's resistance at 82. Resistance again at 82. Resistance again in that 82 zone. Resistance again in that 82 zone. Support in that 82 zone. Resistance at that 82 zone. So that's why that level was my stop. Well, originally, sorry, that's why that level was my final take profit. But I decided to get a little greedy, right? Because I wanted to see if we would get enough volume that we could just slice through that like a hot knife through butter. But look at the volume. Look at the volume. See, it was starting to increase, but it wasn't big. It wasn't like this volume on this big old push-up. So it's an anyone's guess type of thing now. I'm gonna take it. So remember last week, Monday, little green, well, good green day, little green, nice, a couple bucks. Tuesday was red. Wednesday was break even, but with commissions red. I think that's what it was, right? Yes, Thursday was red. And then Friday was green. And now today, bang, right back to the strong green again, right? Right back to a good day. Solid home run type day, right? So hopefully tomorrow we can get more continuation like this. It's going to be 11 a.m. here. I think we've had a good morning. I have the trade recorded. So what I might do here is we might just do a quick little recap, and then I'll throw that up on YouTube later today. So you know what? We're going to do that right now, okay? Let's hop on over to... We need a chart. I don't want to draw everything again. Let me see something. Whatever. We'll just draw it. We will just draw it. All right, so we talked about this level. Let's go ahead and put out a line. So this morning we were talking about this level here in the 40.50s, right? We got as low as 40.56s, and then we started to make what? I noticed this, right? These higher lows. Started to make these higher lows. And right here, we had that quick test and bounce. I went ahead and got long in here. If I remember correctly, I got a starter here, a little add here, and then I said if we broke out, I'd add, you know, to regular size in that push, right? And one of the main things I said was there was a lot of selling going on at 40.65 to 40.66, but we weren't afraid of it, right? Every time we tapped into that level, we got right back into its face. So it wasn't afraid, and we kept putting in those higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low, boom, 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 until we got that explosive move. I went ahead and got long, added, and then just started taking profits as we went. My final take profit, I was trying to get it up over 82 zone, that 82 zone coming from the daily chart. I mean, we were pulling points, ripping points out of all this entire move, right? So I thought to myself, I'm going to be greedy with this last take, and I'm going to use the 9 AMA, which you saw over on my other chart, as a trailing stop zone. And my trailing stop zone got triggered here, which is fine because it was still a 10 or 11 point take. I'll take it any day of the week, right? So it was a good one. It wasn't a bad trade at all. And the reason I went in with a starter here was because this zone was a consolidation zone, and we could have easily just pierced underneath here and gone all the way back down here, and that would have been a nastier loss. So I said, you know what, let me mitigate my risk properly here. Let me be in a starter, and if the trade triggers to that upside, I'll add, and then my stop moves with it because now we've broken out, and it worked out beautifully. It was just a no-brainer trade based off of the price action and that major support zone that we had identified in the pre-market. That's it. It's simple as that. It can't get any easier than that. Now, the hardest part of trades like these, or any trade, is really just controlling the emotions, right? Once we got that push, one could have been super greedy and held on to the entire position. But you saw as I peeled off profits as we went, and we hit different zones based off of daily levels that I was eyeing, I took profits, allowing me to stay in that trade longer, right? Giving me bigger winners as we went. If I would have just held on to the whole thing, you could have just been shaken out of it at any point in time, right? You could have been. So I'm really happy with the trade. Definitely really happy with the trade. So anybody that's watching this after the fact on YouTube, do me a quick solid. If you like these type of trades, smash the like button and leave me a comment in the comment section with any questions you might have. All right, cool beans, guys. So we'll do that. I'll throw it up on YouTube later with the live trade, and that'll be it. You know, that'll be it. So yeah, any questions you guys might have, throw them up in chat right now. Otherwise, I'm going to start working on putting the live stream for tomorrow together. All right. All right, guys. Well, I will see you all tomorrow. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Be careful out there. See you tomorrow, 9:15.